Now, all forces can be divided into two different groups: contact and non-contact forces. And the key difference between the two is that contact forces are those where the two objects are physically touching, whereas non-contact forces are those that don't require the two objects to be touching.
Hi everyone, my name is Oscar and today we're going to be looking at electrostatic electricity and we're going to be looking at how positive and negative charges work. Alright, so the aim of this experiment is to show how two negatively charged objects can repel each other, and we will do this by using static electricity. Every object you see have these things that are called protons and electrons, or positive protons and negative electrons. When an object rubs against one of these objects, the rubbing object will take the electrons and become what is known as negatively charged, with the original object now being what is called positively charged. If you were to put these two objects together, they'll start to attract each other and they'll get closer and closer until they start to stick to each other. However, if you rub the same object with another rubbing tool, then that other object will also become negatively charged, and when you put two negatively charged objects together, they will try and repel each other. So, some of the materials you'll need are freezer bags, scissors, and some regular party balloons that you can buy at the shops. So, first thing you're going to do is blow up the balloon to about medium weight. Then once you think you got the right size, you'll tie it up and you'll put it somewhere safe. So, next thing you want to do is collect a paper bag and you want to cut right across the part of it so it will form a ring once you open it up. Okay, so what we're going to do here, from what I've shown you, is that we're going to rub that balloon, alright? Going to rub it for a good 30 seconds. But you got to remember to get around the top of it, because that's where the repulsion is going to actually be coming from. So, once you've rubbed the balloon, what you want to do is you want to go on to that paper freezer bag. Now you want to be very gentle when you're doing it, okay? Otherwise it'll get all crunchy and then it won't work as well. So, once you have rubbed the freezer bag, what you want to try and do is put it right above the rubbed balloon. Now, when you let go of it, it should be able to float, as the two negatively charged objects will repel each other. So, the experiment worked surprisingly well. However, it did take me a lot of attempts to actually get it right. Because of this, I would believe that it would be much harder for children to actually get it, as they would be a lot more impatient than I am. If you don't actually have a cotton material to rub it with, then you're gonna have a hard time actually getting the experiment to work, as when trying to do it with your own head, it works less, as doesn't get as much charge as it could get. Some other risk are that you can kids can cut themselves when cutting out the things, so my recommendation for that would be to get it all pre-cut and pre-ready before they come into class, so they wouldn't hurt themselves.